Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome back to 365 Days of Love and Miracles with A Course in Miracles. My name is Arlene Geres, and I am so glad that you are here. Please remember to listen right until the very end, because we have a special treat for you. And if you enjoyed today's video, please click like and subscribe down below, because this helps others to find us on YouTube. Today's lesson is lesson number 330. I will not hurt myself again today. This is our last lesson under the section of What is Creation? Let's go ahead and read that section right now. What is creation? Creation is the sum of all God's thoughts, in number infinite and everywhere without all limit. Only love creates, and only like itself. There was no time when all that it created was not there, nor will there be a time when anything that it created suffers any loss. Forever and forever are God's thoughts exactly as they were and as they are, unchanged through time and after time is done. God's thoughts are given all the power that their own Creator has, for He would add to love by its extension. Thus His Son shares in creation and must therefore share in power to create. What God has willed to be forever one will still be one when time is over, and will not be changed throughout the course of time, remaining as it was before the thought of time began. Creation is the opposite of all illusions, for creation is the truth. Creation is the Holy Son of God, for in creation is His will complete in every aspect, making every part container of the whole. Its oneness is forever guaranteed, inviolate, forever held within His holy will, beyond all possibility of harm, of separation, imperfection, and of any spot upon its sinlessness. We are creation. We are the sons of God. We seem to be discreet and unaware of our eternal unity with Him. Yet back of all our doubts, past all our fears, there still is certainty. For love remains with all its thoughts, its sureness being theirs. God's memory is in our holy minds, which know their oneness and their unity with their Creator. Let our function be only to let this memory return, only to let God's will be done on earth, only to be restored to sanity, and to be but as God created us. Our Father calls to us. We hear His voice, and we forgive creation in the name of its Creator, holiness itself, whose holiness His own creation shares, whose holiness is still a part of us. Can you hear our Father calling to you, my friends? This is where we want to go in our meditation. We get quiet, we go deep within, and we hear our Father calling to us. I love you. I love you. Come home. You are mine. I created you. You are one with me. Come home. I hope that you are able to sit with God today and hear Him calling to you. Let's go ahead and read lesson 330. I will not hurt myself again today. How have you been hurting yourself, my friend? Have you been indulging in negative thoughts, perhaps treating yourself badly, not getting enough sleep, eating the wrong kind of food, not getting enough exercise, perhaps indulging yourself in some kind of addictive behavior that we know is hurting ourselves? These are all things that I have done in my past, but today I choose to not hurt myself anymore. I will not hurt myself again today. Let's read today's lesson. Let us this day accept forgiveness as our only function. Why should we attack our minds and give them images of pain? Why should we teach them they are powerless when God holds out His power and His love and bids them take what is already theirs? The mind that has been made willing to accept God's gifts has been restored to spirit and extends its freedom and its joy, as is the will of God united with its own. The self which God created cannot sin and therefore cannot suffer. Let us choose today that He be our identity and thus escape forever from all things the dream of fear appears to offer us. Let's talk about it. Forgiveness is our only purpose here on earth. Remember, forgiveness is the bridge that takes us from the world of the ego to the world of God. We cannot get there any other way. Is there anyone or anything that you're not forgiving today? Any time that I hold a resentment of any kind, I am hurting myself. Any time we put someone else in jail, we have to stand there with the key. We are going to decide whether to let them out or not. In that way, we are also holding ourselves captive. Let's open those prison doors. Let's let everyone out, and particularly ourselves. If you need to forgive yourself for something, I encourage you to do the work. If you need some help with that, I would be happy to talk to you about how I might be able to do that. Just leave me a message at arlene@arlenegeres.com. I would be happy to talk to you. Why should we attack our minds and give them images of pain? We don't need to be in pain of any kind ever again, my friends. Remember, all healing takes place in the mind. We have been doing these lessons now for 11 months. This is a lifelong process every single time that we're in pain of any kind. This is like our GPS to let us know we're off track. Come home to God. We do not need to attack our minds and give them images of pain. As long as we are joined with God, we are not powerless. We have unlimited power. God holds out His power and His love and encourages us to grab hold of that, to make that power and that love our own. Is your mind willing to accept God's gifts, my friends? Is there any part of you that still has any resistance? I would encourage you to take a look at that resistance. What is holding you back? Do you believe that you deserve to experience full freedom? I am here to tell you that every single one of us, without exception, deserves to live in perfect joy, peace, and happiness. The self which God created cannot sin and therefore cannot suffer. Let us remember this about ourselves and about others. We cannot sin. We might make mistakes, but God sees every one of us as His perfect, unblemished, sinless children. He loves every single one of us unconditionally. Let us choose today that God is our identity and thus escape forever from all things the fear of dream appears to offer us. Let's stop and recognize, my friends, any time that we're caught up in fear or anxiety of any kind, it is only a dream. It offers us nothing. Only God can offer us perfect peace, joy, and happiness. If you'd like to close your eyes, I'll read today's prayer. Father, your Son cannot be hurt, and if we think we suffer, we but fail to know our one identity we share with you. We would return to it today, to be made free forever from all our mistakes and to be saved from what we thought we were. Let's talk about it. Are you suffering from anything, my friends? If there is anything at all that you're feeling pain, you're feeling upset, you're feeling anxious about, you're feeling depressed about, stop and recognize this is not of God. The truth of who we are as pure consciousness, as literally being a piece of God, we cannot be hurt when we remember that this is the truth of who we are. If we think we suffer, again, this is like the warning light on the dashboard of our car telling us that we need to stop and course correct, come back onto the path, get out of the ditch, and accept that absolutely everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Let us remember our one identity that we share with God. We are a chip off the old block. We are literally a piece of God. We would return to the truth of who we are today and be freed of all our mistakes. Be free of all of the criticisms that we place on ourselves. Be free of all of the guilt and shame. And in this way, we are saved from what we thought we were. None of that is true. Let it go. Embrace your magnificence. Embrace your beauty. Embrace your divinity. Come home and accept that you are one with God and all of creation. Our practice sessions for today. We are simply meant to listen to or read today's lesson and then to sit in a silent meditation and allow today's idea to sink deep into your being as you say to yourself, I will not hurt myself again today. I will not hurt myself again today. And then just sit in silent meditation as long as you like. Our hourly practice sessions, often in between, and particularly whenever we are upset, we come back home to God and we say to ourselves, I will not hurt myself again today, and then just sit for a minute or two and let ourselves really feel the beauty of today's lesson. I will not hurt myself again today. Thanks so much for listening right until the end, my friends. If you enjoyed today's video, please share the love. Let someone know about these lessons. Encourage them to start at lesson 1 and only do 1 a day. Are you ready for our special treat?
You've heard of the Arc de Triomphe? Well, here we have the Arc of Tonala with some people underneath. And this arc is called the entrance door to Tonala Kingdom. Tonaland Kingdom.
I will not hurt myself again today. Have a blessed day, my friends. I love you.